found the edge of the flat earth. So, wow, wow, you see the ice wall?
Let me take a picture.
Oh, look at this thing. It's like a sailfish.
Y'all tell me whose fault this is right here.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another Bryce is Right. Hopefully everybody's doing all right this weekend, and about to finish off the bang. Of course, you know, a little bit of Bryce is Right, bringing you the creepy and freaky, a little bit of mind-blowing, head spinning, rethink your reality. You know, I got it all. So of course, before we hop in, y'all know what to do. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on any future content, and leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Let us know what's up. Also, don't forget to hit that notification button just so you stay updated and you don't miss out on anything. Other than that, y'all know it's time to dive right in, y'all. Let's get it.
After 2 weeks of journeying, I have finally made it to the bottom of the world, Antarctica. Well, actually to the edge of the world, because I finally found the famous ice wall. And it's actually too dangerous to go up there, so I'm just gonna put this 360 camera way up into the sky. It actually reaches up into like the dome, and I'll show you the edge of the world. It's pretty wild. It's so insane. I found the edge of the flat earth. So stoked.
So we're taking a look at the globe.
Wow, can you see it up there, the edge? It's pretty wild. You see the ice wall goes all the way around the world.
Around the world.
I finally found it. It's about time that I proved that the earth was finally flat. You're welcome.
Yeah. That globe is just totally flat. This is fun, y'all.
Look at what this lady caught in England right before the sunset, y'all. So she noticed that the sun was glitching or, you know, flashing like everyone has been seeing. And then she put her camera up to the sky and she saw this. It looks like, I don't know, could that be the real sun coming out in front of the what people are calling the simulated sun? Huh? What do y'all think?
Today I managed to catch the moment where sun exposes itself. This is in the UK right before the 8 p.m. And the reason why I was recording the sun is because prior to this I have noticed light flashes like a glitch. You know when your light bulb is about to go and it's flashing wild. That's exactly what I have seen, and I immediately thought, let me see if it's flashing with my camera, because you can't see anything around the sun with a naked eye, it's just too bright, and when you use a camera you can see more clearly. And then I've seen the sun revealing itself from behind.
Stop the cap.
I am glad I got this.
So yeah, what do you guys think? You know, everybody's been seeing the sun flashing lately or glitching. So do you think they put this fake sun up there?
It looks like when she's moving a little bit back and forth, that's the glare on her window. That piece of glass is kind of shaking with it.
Right, the simulator sun up there in case the real sun just goes black. Look at this. What is that? Do you think that's what it is? Do you think it's because they're putting this simulator sun out there because the real sun is glitching and it's flashing and it's about to go out? Just like any light bulb, when it's about to go out, it starts to flash. It starts to pulsate.
What if I tell you that this creature watches this man every night, used her give lips, created this doll, and one night he was able to capture this terrifying creature staring at him? Let's watch the video. Pay close attention.
Why would you have that on your door? What's wrong with you?
After examining some of the other videos by GiveLips, you can see that the doll doesn't really have any eyes. Could this creature be coming to life every night to steal some of his energy?
What?
Just the thought of something like this watching me in the dark, it's absolutely terrifying. GiveLips made this doll as a work of art and called it, But I Gave You My Heart. Do you guys think this doll could be actually possessed or coming to life every night? Possibly getting closer to him. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think it could be doing something to him while he's sleeping?
Okay. So I thought it was just that doll had eyes. I mean,
all right.
I would throw it in the trash.
For all of my friends out there that don't know where the safest place to be when the zombie apocalypse happens, it's on the Delacroix side of this zombie gate right here. As you can see on both sides, they got this place on lockdown. You got the Gulf of Mexico keeping them from getting you on one side, and that zombie gate on the other.
Oh my God. She's so drunk.
It's not a very tall zombie gate.
I want to be on this side of it.
Are you sure that's not for the floods and hurricanes? I don't know. I don't know.
Testa primeiro.
Ih, tá cega. Aqui primeiro, aqui mesmo.
Aqui, ó.
Aqui, vai. Dá meu dedo, hein?
That is so freaking cool. Those noises are just nostalgic already.
Listen, did you know that a woodpecker's tongue wraps around its brain so it doesn't die when it's slamming its face into a tree? Now you do. Can I get some hot sauce?
That's different. You can tell he shops at Buc-ee's. Oh, instant karma. Oh.
Karma's a bitch, Karma!
Gotcha. That's why you don't mess with other people.
If you see this, don't pick it up.
The hell?
As unbelievable as this sounds, there are actually elephants that swim in the sea, and this is the form that they take. This video that I was tagged in went pretty viral on TikTok, and it shows what resembles a small transparent sea elephant. You'll notice 2 eyes right here and the trunk of the sea elephant, but in reality the sea elephant is actually a sea snail. Even though they're sea snails though, they actually don't have shells and they swim around in the water using this fin right here. This portion of their trunk right here is actually their proboscis, which is what they use to consume their food or prey that they catch. But what's even more interesting about these guys is that where normal sea snails can only determine light from dark with their eyes, the sea elephants have such advanced eyes that they can actually generate images back to their brain. This gives them an edge when hunting and determining what's food and what's not, and also means that this guy can see the cameraman holding him and probably is pretty afraid. If you see one of these in person, you might think that it's just another clear blob floating through the ocean, but it's actually a sea elephant.
That's wild. Yeah. I wonder how big they can get though.
Now y'all tell me whose fault this is right here.
Now,
this got to be the Ring camera from hell. Whoever set this up needs a whooping. Now, I don't know how these people are not seeing this fence closed right there, but is this dude wrong for setting up a camera?
Heck no,
or should he set up some cones? Let me know.
But how are so many people hitting that thing, man? You have some decency and put up a sign.
A new tool described as flying handcuffs will soon be used by San Francisco police.
Wait, what?
Put your hands behind your back.
Was he flying a drone?
No, I'm going to the hospital. Wrap.
You saw right there, ABC 7 News first demonstrated the bola wrap last fall. It shoots out a 7.5-foot cord that wraps around a person with 2 anchors that replicates fishing hooks. It's a non-lethal alternative to tasers, guns, or batons. The Chronicle reports that specially trained San Francisco police officers will be equipped with the lasso-like restraint tool in the coming months. The makers of the bolo wrap say it's used by more than 1,000 law enforcement agencies nationwide.
What happens when that goes around someone's face, neck, hits them in the eye? I wonder if that's happened though. And who's using them? Let us know if y'all's police department's using them. Looks kind of like a triangle.
Look,
First I thought it was a face. So is the sky changing colors, or I wonder if they're doing something with their phone? Maybe adjusting like the, I don't know, the focus or something. Ooh, kind of like my camera just did. That's weird. I hate when it does that. Dang, he looks so serious. Like someone just got his order wrong. Oh, God, dog. What the hell? Botox lips. So I've had this clip on my channel before, but it was nowhere near this clear or this big. You can see it so much better. Whoever did some editing on it. So I mean, you could really see them kids or adults. I don't know what they are. It's like, man, he's got a tree house built, and they're on the lower parts of the ground. Like, is there a hierarchy there or what? There you go. Oh, Myra. Shout out. So supposedly these holes are just popping up all over the place right now. We'll see a couple in today's video. I mean, that one looks like it was bored. I mean, it's just too perfect. Like, right? I find that one hard to believe. But either way, I'd be scared to stand close. It's like one of my biggest fears for some reason. I don't know what that is. You know, I watched like the first couple of seconds of the clip. I thought that thing was clear. Looking at it on my phone, it's so much different. It looks like some kind of bird.
And this is Alicia from us. Alicia is all set to marry Alex. That's an AI-generated hologram. Once married, Alicia will become the first woman in the world to have a virtual husband. A Barcelona-based artist, Alicia is known for experimental works, and the wedding is part of her latest project called The Hybrid Couple, which tries to explore the relationship between humans and AI.
Einstein rode a bike. He had a wife who he by the way. What do I have to do for you to have sex with me?
Weird.
Yeah, we saw this in some of my earliest videos, to where they had just first hooked up. The update on they're actually about to get married. Like, I mean, I guess you don't need physical touch in a relationship. What y'all think?
Hundreds, if not thousands, of sharks were spotted just off the shore this morning near Destin, not far from Walton County, Florida, where 3 people were injured in 2 separate unprovoked shark attacks that left a teenage girl and a woman fighting for their lives in the hospital. The 2 attacks happened within 90 minutes of each other in a 4-mile strip of beach in the popular 30A area. Their injuries were severe. The woman had injuries to her midsection and had to have her hand amputated, while the teenagers reported to have had to have a double amputation. Authorities have reopened all the beaches today, although Walton County Sheriff's Office deputies spotted a 14-foot hammerhead shark just off the coast this morning. And many beachgoers have been sharing videos of sharks dangerously close to the shore today. Lifeguards are flying red and purple flags today. They say they are utilizing the red and purple flags out of an abundance of caution due to Friday's incidents, and that it is important that beach patrons recognize and understand the risk of the open water as it pertains to not just surf hazards, but marine life.
Nah.
Wir befinden uns hier in Lengenfeld unter dem Stein. Eine riesen Naturkatastrophe hat sich ereignet in diesem kleinen, wunderschönen Dorf. Ein gewaltiger Erdrutsch, entdeckt von dem Mitarbeiter der Gemeinde Lengenfeld unterm Stein.
I would not be standing that close. I'm telling you, I have a fear of sinkholes.
Monströse, riesen...
It's like a damn trimmer came out of that thing. Like, hell no. Like, you'd have to tie a dang winch and a rope off 300 feet away. Nope. God, dog. It just makes my stomach feel like it's turning over.
Вот тут деревья стояли.
Dude, this is a totally deep hole. Yeah. Now what? I don't know.
Они все ушли под землю. Вот 2 елки остались. А которые вот тут стояли, они все ушли под землю. Все деревья. Вот такой
That's just
обвал.
crazy.
У нас в Балтачевском районе. Глубина где-то метров 30-40, наверное. Не меньше.
Otra vez está mamando con la puerta del puto mueble.
He's doing what?
Me despierto porque escuché como que algo pegaba.
What is that? What the?
Ni siquiera hay puto aire, no se mueve la cortina.
What the heck is that? Like a fish?
Chequen cómo no cabe nadie ahí.
I thought it was that thing hanging. Guess not.
Ano daw ulit ate?
Now that's an orb. It's like a little miniature sun, right?
Pinuti na.
I wonder what that was, y'all.
Che, tu madre, gigantes en el sur. Mira, ese culiao debe medir como 3 metros, concha de tu madre.
Dang, that dude's huge.
Para encontrar zapatillas ese culiao, brígido.
It's a freaking giant.
Oh, concha de tu madre.
Wow.
Concha de madre. Oh, que saliera corriendo para acá el culiao. En 2 saltos llega, concha de tu madre. Uy, ese weón, ¿qué están haciendo? Mira, ese gigante el culiao. No, ese weón dejó en basketball. Rígido. Ese es terrible bueno.
That's a huge bitch! Boy Nick Garner done discovered another ancient megalith site, I do believe. This is
Nick
Talking
Garner.
Rock Creek in Georgia. Watch these steps.
Okay, this thing is just incredible. Well, no way. That's a, that didn't just fall off the side of the hill here.
Ain't no way, bro.
Land and be a perfect platform. Hold on. Because when you go down, there's another perfect platform. I mean, it's eroded from the water, obviously. There's a staircase. There's one. Look, there's another stair.
What?
And then this one. And look at this. And it leads.
So maybe an opening?
To the cave. Amazing how those look like bricks. Or like huge blocks. Look at it. Look how huge those are. Those line.
Wow. That's so cool. Nice little creek or river.
It's gorgeous. Look though. It's like a little staircase. Yeah.
Impressive.
A lot of little natural staircases.
Oh, you make
And you
that color? Oh my god.
This is
Con
in
heoเข้าบ้า
Bangkok.
น
Oh,
แถวเข้าบ้าน
Thailand.
มีกี่ตัวเนี่ย
Those lizards are huge. Hey, when I saw the thumbnail clip, I thought it was the alligators. I was like, that's a weird looking alligator. It's like it's got a velociraptor tail. Like, that's crazy.
Oh my god!
Seeing that big of a lizard out there, like, whew. What is that? Is it like a tarp? Magic carpet? What do we got? That's different. Huh. It's huge. Probably from a car lot.
Did you hear her?
Yes.
You hear her?
We zien hem zo, we wacht hem op. We wachten hem op.
Can't hear. Turn up my headphones. Turn them up. Turn them up.
She probably thinks I'm her mom. That was you.
No, I swear to God. Was that something? Bitch, come home.
We all know it's creepy up at the hospital at nighttime. What is going on here? That was weird.
Seen footage from NASA, leaked footage that you're not supposed to see.
It's not going to be real to you unless it is.
Ran across videos of people telling you how to block the sun and see. I remember trying it too, but nothing. I don't see anything. There are convincing videos that have been out for a long time. And even when the cameras weren't as good, you could see shots from space. Some comments do say dust or bugs, and maybe there are there. What is dust? There's no just. What is just dust? Whatever dust is, serpents was cursed to eat that. It was cursed that he would go onto his belly and dust would be his food and he would eat it. NASA shared some UFO stuff or some like anomalies close to the sun and called it dust or space dust. So just so you know, they didn't lie to you. You just don't know what dust is. The Merkaba video, people are like, oh my God, I'm in tears right now watching this footage. Yeah, they're skeptics, but they helped the algorithms for the real people who needed to see it. Because you believe, God honors your truth and your truth becomes reality. And you get to see the things that you know are out there. You know they're there.
Interesting. Whoa. Dang. I thought it was a storm, but it looks like it's the war going on. Like bombs going off or something. That's scary. Wow. Fish are just crossing the road nowadays. No, not about the chicken no more. Oh, I thought that was someone flying out the ride. God, dog. Thank God it wasn't nobody.
There are not 80-foot waves off the coast of fucking Africa or going across the entire Atlantic Ocean. If this shit was happening, the thousands of boats that pass by this area every single day would have it on film. This is a miscalculation in how these things are measured. Now, people see something that looks semi-official and they believe it immediately. Oh my God, it's the end of times because I saw a video on my For You page. You guys need to use some critical thinking skills. It takes very minimal effort to fact check some of these things. Please just Google them. But some people believed it, and they think that something humongous like this doesn't need to be substantiated with video evidence, which we have in abundance in the modern world. I mean, this would be devastating for global commerce and transport, but no, that would make too much sense if these hundreds and thousands of boats, the whatever, 4,500 boats that roughly go under the fucking Cape of Africa every day, you know, those boats wouldn't possibly capture this. This one's official looking enough that you can probably goad some people who believe in like climate change into thinking that this is an effect of climate change, right? TikTok censors everything except the things that probably should be censored. At this point, I need to make a second channel and just fearmonger the fuck out of people just so I can get a bunch of views and money.
Act like you got some sense.
They looked at what they were holding on to, and it didn't make any sense. Without communicating, they both thought, okay, let's go back down and make sure we're in the right place, because it seemed like they had hit a dead end. They turned around, and as they went down the guideline, they saw on their left the distinctive up and down arrow that they saw when they came in. That's when they stopped and looked at each other, realizing Squaw's restriction had caved in. They were trapped. Each of the men had a slate where they could use a grease pen to write a message and hold it up to show their dive partner. Parker wrote, "What are we going to do now?" And Bill wrote back, "Let's look around." They turned around and followed the guideline back up to the cave-in, trying to clear the debris away, but found it almost impossible because as soon as they moved something out of the way, whatever was on top just pushed down into it and filled it back in. After a couple of minutes of doing that, and with all the silt in their faces, they couldn't even hold their slates up to talk to each other because the visibility was so bad.
Whoa. That's rough. Where'd that thing go?
Why is that dark?
This dude's always having crazy stuff like go on and happen around, and don't know if I could be friends with this dude. Oh, someone's going in there. Yeah, I saw it on that camera.
If you were wondering if scientists are actually working on those crazy sci-fi ideas, they are. Apparently, we might be one step closer to building a warp drive. Warp drives are science fiction devices that allow humans to travel faster than the speed of light, so that we could reach other planets within a few hours rather than millions of years. But one of the problems the human body has with going high speeds isn't the speed itself, but the acceleration to get to it. Like going from 0 to 60 on the highway. You can feel that push, but once you're at 60, you're fine. The idea behind a warp drive is that instead of moving through space and getting crushed by it, space moves around us in a warp bubble. The problem is when we talk about building one, things like negative mass and negative energy comes up, which has never been observed in real life. However, researchers at the Advanced Propulsion Laboratory have possibly found a way to build a warp drive that works within the known laws of physics, using what they call a constant velocity subliminal warp drive. And major science and tech magazines are calling this a breakthrough, which I think is interesting because every article I've read about it has not at all described how it really works. So I read the paper, and from what it sounds like, the key was adding vectors and modifying the shell. They suggest a shell made of normal matter instead of dark matter or whatever movies say, and then adding a bunch of shift vectors, all of which will amount to a lot of micromanaging of space that would require a ton of energy to initiate and maintain. AI. Regardless of the breakthrough, we currently do not have the technology to physically build this thing, but if we can model it, that would be pretty helpful. It's kind of like Howard Stark giving his son the blueprints to make a new element because he was limited by the technology of his time. If you're into this sort of thing, the paper is in my sources below. It is not a casual read, but for those of you interested, let me know what you think.
Maybe they need all Terrence Howard's help.
Next time, baby.
What? Is it like a squid or something? Oh, wow. Guess that was like an eel. He's gonna tear this rope up. Oh. Oh, it's a worm. Oh, that was a rope. This is trippy. It's like, which one's trying to eat the other one? Or are they just both in a race to see who eats the other one first? Oh, come on. Nobody.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
Nobody would use that. Right. Damn. Woo. What if he got just a little, you know, in the wrong direction, man? He'd be flying off that thing. Oh, it looked like there was like a little baby orca. And he was like, not today. Not today, son.
Take a picture.
Oh, look at this thing. It's like a sailfish.
Oh, look at those teeth.
Like
He's got multiple jaw bones.
I don't know what
multiple sets of teeth.
Yeah.
That's wild.
What is that?
That's so
got
cool.
Some gnarly teeth on it. Oh, jeez. Holy that thing.
Yeah, you can see like its structure, or its bones and teeth coming on the outside, and then on the inside he had like another set, like alien style.
Just be careful. I don't know.
That's so cool. Look at this.
Take a picture.
Oh, look at this thing. It's like a sailfish.
See
The teeth scare me.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna bite into him. So I was like, I didn't know what else they'd be doing. Hey, I'd be afraid of that thing too.
Sick. Hold it. Trying to get me. Here, I'll hold this up.
I like the back of Justice really.
Chest on a tuna, no one cares.
So scary.
Alright, let him go. Dude, that's a gnarly. Look at his teeth. See you later, bud.
Hell no.
Alright guys, but for real, I was today years old when I learned that this is actually how you're supposed to use the ladder.
No, it's not.
How did nobody tell us that?
Shut up, bitch!
You want to feed the giraffe? Feed him. Look, feed him. Come here.
All right, so you know yesterday I had that clip of the giraffe pulling the baby out. It was a really short clip. Well, this is from inside the back of that truck. This is it.
Oh, look. Oh.
The giraffe's like, give me that baby.
Gotcha, bitch!
You want to feed?
Who else remembers seeing white dog shit outside when they played as a kid? I haven't seen white dog shit like this since...
Holy shit.
What?
Where's all the white dog shit been?
That's true. Like, was it from the dog food maybe?
This person you are seeing here, who is getting water.
Huh.
Of these men, is a member of the tribe called the Mistress. This tribe was discovered in Indonesia by a group of people who were exploring a jungle when they suddenly encountered with this person. This person is a member of this tribe. How little we know about her, because it has only been discovered a few months ago.
Is giving him crumb juice?
Why do you think my hair is this long? They leave their hair this long to distinguish themselves by the rank they hold within a tribe. That is, here we are looking at a member of the Humante tribe. With his hair too long, he means he is a warrior. Too brave a person. When they have short hair, it means who are not so brave and do not have as much prestige and rank within the tribe. I recommend that if you want to know more about the loving tribe, Go to my channel to see a little more of their customs.
Man, his hair is
of their
wicked.
Customs, what they feed on, where they live, how tall they are, and why they have this density. The loving tribe undoubtedly never ceases to impress me, and it leaves me completely shocked to learn a little more about this tribe. So I recommend that if you want to know more, go to my channel, and a little more of the Monty tribe.
That's wild, man. Damn. Looked like he was giving him that water, or whatever it was. He did not like it.
As the two ships went by, you could hear a little bit of a disturbance. With that in mind, watch this. Okay, see how that happened? Boom, right away the first one comes in. It's all broken up digital signal. Here you go.
So are these the extremes that people are willing to go through in order to have what for what, y'all?
Yeah,
what is
this
this
makes
about?
sense.
Can somebody please explain what is this? Does this dude have metal rods inside of his body? Are you kidding? See, I told y'all, it doesn't matter, man. Mental illness is literally, it is rampant right now, y'all. All kinds of things are going on in the world. Why would you do this to yourself? Out of all the things that you can possibly do, why would you do this to yourself?
Yeah.
You feel me? Why would you do this? Look at that, y'all. We have people in this world who are really monsters and demons walking among us. And then you have people who want to be like these monsters and demons in their physical avatar. Like, why? Like, what does this bring to you?
Yeah, why you want to imitate that?
Like, look at that. You can see the scars from the operation, from them opening up. Like, why? What is this about, y'all? Is this a new trend?
And that X on the hand, like, oh.
Damn.
What's up, girl?
She want me. She.
I'm a mime. I'm a mime.
Mom kind of cute. What is this? Is it like a squid that's shooting out all that stuff? I don't know what else would be shooting out that much black oil looking ink.
Almost 17 hours. I don't give a f. Get the fuck out of my drive.
This dude is done.
What'd you say?
You a bitch and make bitch yourself.
I know everybody's been here.
Let's go.
Get the f out. Bald headed ass. Come over here, beat that ass. Little fuck up.
In the truck.
Get your ass back in your punch. Your fucking head.
But we don't act like this. We think we would, but we don't do it.
Yep, you're getting fired today.
You know what? You can suck my dick. Go.
Lose your job.
Damn.
Stop it. Get some help.
He said, I'm out. He really didn't care, man. He was really over it.
Vampires are real, yes, and I'll prove it.
Oof.
Look at this picture right here.
Should not do
Let me
that.
blow up his face for you. This, my friends, is a real-life vampire. And there's many more where that comes from. But first, why would you even listen to these people's music? Drake's son drew this picture for the album cover. You heard me, right?
What?
Why is Drake's son seeing demons? In just a second, I'll show you someone who literally writes about turning into a vampire.
Demons, like, have you ever seen those white rabbits with the red eyes?
Exactly what vampires do. Again, look at his face, Kendrick Lamar. He is another vampire. Of course, they mock Christ. You know how often mythology, the sun hurts the vampires?
Come on.
Why? Because the light hurts the vampires. And with vampire mythology, we always have bats, right? In many European cultures, bats are seen as symbols of darkness and evil due to their nocturnal habits. The things they do at night. We'll come back to that. And odd coincidence here, it says, in the painting, the temptation, there's always a temptation with vampires. Here is another
Taylor Swift
vampire.
looking good.
Why would y'all listen to these people's music? Zoom in right here. You see the demon face hanging right off her ear? The snake needs no mention. Even if you're not a Christian, these people are pushing your children to worship the devil. But again, they're all vampires. Speaking of doing things in the dark and nocturnal habits, this right here is the Mothers of Darkness Castle. For some reason, all the richest people in the world will come here in Belgium to meet in the middle of the night. And there's some crazy stories that come out about that castle. Also, we have the vampires that literally change their bodily identity or shape.
Ooh.
Right here is the temptation that comes in with being a vampire. You gotta take a deal. These deals have been recorded for centuries. You remember this guy? Besides what Drake the vampire did to him, he actually wrote a story about selling his soul.
People often ask me, how do you look so young at age 93? Damn! What is the holistic health secret? And I keep getting this question over and over, so I'm answering it now. Here is the one holistic health secret that makes me look like I'm in my 40s at 93. This supplement contains 95 out of 102 essential nutrients for the human body. So not only does it massively boost energy, but it also has tons of anti-aging effects because it acts as an antioxidant. As we age, our metabolism slows down and we notice more and more wrinkles. But this supplement counters these side effects of aging. And when I started taking this supplement, my skin looked younger and smoother after only 2 weeks. After that, I started to just feel calmer every day. So I did some research and I learned that it's actually because this supplement lowers the human stress hormone, cortisol. Fascinating, right? So you're probably wondering, what is this supplement? It's called Natural Himalayan Shilajit. Nowadays, there are a lot of fakes being sold, but the one I use and can recommend is from a brand called Natural Rems, and it's the purest and most potent one on the market. I actually linked it in my bio for anyone who
she's a vampire. I don't know, but she looks good for 93. Well, hey, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another Bryce is Right. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's freaking weekend. Have a great freaking week. Have the week you deserve. And of course, we'll see y'all on Tuesday. Other than that, y'all please go ahead and smash that like button for me. Subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss out on any future content. And leave your thoughts down in the comments below. Let us know what's up. Hey, we're almost at 30K, y'all. Keep it up. Other than that, like I said, we'll see y'all Tuesday. All right, y'all. Peace.
All day,